Hello there, and welcome back to Create Above and Beyond. Today, we work towards silicon, one of the elements of all time, that's for sure. Anyway, since we last left off, I did another overnight AFK session. As you can see, I have a lot more silver, some of which I've already processed into more ingots. I have another stack going and processing into the Enderium mechanisms because we're gonna need to do more stuff with them. I don't understand why the Enderium machines are like a side quest because of how essential they have been for what we're doing here. Anyway, when I got back from the AFK session, which one of these days I should record, just get a nice 8-hour video and listen to clangs and laser zaps all night long, fall asleep to it, ASMR or something like that. Missed opportunity. Anyway, when I got back, this whole thing, it overflowed, and then it just once I had solved the overflow and added more storage, it just got completely fricked in the way that it was. There's some sort of buggy interactions between the pretty pipes and the drawers, and so the inventory would show the 1,000 stacks or whatever. I look back a moment later and have 0, and nothing would be exporting into the pulverizer. And then a few seconds later, after more things trickled in from the unloader into it again, all of a sudden the inventory would re-register, it would export, then it would stop, and it was fricked. It was completely fricked. Ended up losing 1,000 stacks, which is pretty cool, but now I've reconfigured it. So it seems that it works if it goes into a buffer chest first, and then from there, it goes into a drawer. But now that I have one of the resonant upgrades in here, this actually processes faster than it's coming in, so I don't need the upgrades or anything. It just goes through a hopper, processes, good to go. We are, at least I didn't lose this inventory here. We're up to 244 stacks. So it's been processing pretty well. Everything is good. Make sure to like the video for fun bugs, and subscribe to stay tuned for future episodes. As you can see over here, I built a duplicate setup essentially, but one item is missing, and that's the charging mechanism, the energetic infuser, because I don't actually know if the energetic infuser will work for the entropy charger, because if we look at this thing, it says stored energy and it's in AE, not RF. So I don't actually know if the energetic infuser will work. So I wanna make this thing and then I'll test it. And if it doesn't work in the energetic infuser, I might have to make a charger because it is applied energistics. So that's my best guess. Anyway, I got one charge Certus quartz that I just plucked over from the destabilized redstone system. So, and then I think we also need a quartz. Good thing I have one more. I guess I used it all in making the new unloaders and loaders. Whoops, and then a redstone, I believe. I don't think I have any fluix. I have one fluix left over. Oh, great. But I'm gonna need to do another if I wanna do the charger. So we'll see, I may need to make more. All right, so let's do this, cool. And I'll give it a try. The beauty of this is though, it basically, as far as I can tell by how this whole thing works, it uses the exact same laser setup. So I figured I might as well do this in between episodes because you'd be watching me build the exact same thing for the second time. It's just a mirror other than how we're gonna recharge things. So let's see down here, if we put this in the energetic infuser, will it charge? Oh, cool. Okay, well that works then. Great. I was thinking maybe it wouldn't, but yeah, let's make another energetic infuser then, and we can basically operate this literally the exact same way as it was doing before. All right, there we go. I think I'm out of redstone, but we can always buy more. All right, and then we should have just a couple more flux ducts. Cool, just enough. And then pop that on in. We're charging. Brilliant. Did I add any upgrades into here? Oh yeah, the high flux RF coil, which I don't think that I have any more redstone. I'm fresh out of redstone. Don't worry, I can buy some. Maybe we should just leave this thing here and then it can be my permanent, just redstone trading outpost, or just generally anything trading outpost. Might as well. Here we go, 16 redstone. Perfect. I can just, pop a stack in, get another stack back of redstone, and then we'll be good to go. All right, high flux RF coil. Beautiful. Thank you for the redstone. Much appreciated. It's even cheaper than 1 silver for 1 redstone, which is very, very nice. Okay, so I already got filters in here. I've got the extraction module in here. What I just am gonna need to do is I'm gonna need to put the items into the filters. This is gonna be snowballs. So let me back up for a second. Basically, what we have here is it's the exact same process, literally the same machines every step of the way, right? So we are gonna laser beam snowballs with this energy manipulator thing, same way as we did with the basils. And then it gets sent into a pulverizer or crushing wheels. We'll stick with pulverizer. And then again, it gets sent into the compacting. So it's literally the exact same thing mirrored, but just with like different resources. And I'm hoping that there's not some like unknown thing that's gonna go and mess me up here. But all I gotta do now is we need to make the whatchamacallit. Well, we have to bring water over here, but we're gonna need snowballs coming from the blast chiller. So let's make the blast chiller. I feel like this thing has been a real long time coming between, you know, going and fetching the snow and having to work on packing the ice. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work getting to this point. I made even more Invar in between the episodes. So our Invar is in a pretty darn good place. We should have like 100 some odd, 117. So that's great. And then I got this thing. So we actually don't need to have piping, right? We can just have the blast chiller going here, put this in, it'll allow us to eject out of the top, right? And then that way it's just going straight into the minecart loader. I am gonna have to power and provide water here, but that shouldn't be too difficult. We're just gonna have to make another ender tank. Do I have one already? No, I guess not. So let's make another ender tank, get an enderium machine plus a fluid tank. Here we go. Probably should have just done this in between episodes, but you know, hey, at least I made this faster by bringing a smithing table and a stone cutter over here, you know? Just gotta keep adding these wherever. I know there is a handheld stone cutter thing. I'm aware. I just haven't made one yet because old habits die hard. And you know me being efficient about things, I don't really do that very often. It's not my style, right? I try to make things more difficult on myself whenever possible so that I can feel like I've done something really good and successful. There we go, perfect. All right, so that's working. And then we just need to route some power. I think I need to make some more flux ducts real quick. But we're good on those resources. And here we go, and boom. Now, snowballs or snowballing? The question is, that's not a snowball. That's very much not a snowball. That's not a snowball. I need to put another thing in here so it's doing snowballs and not ice. Right, so I need to make a nickel plate and then get a cast for my balls. Someone kicked them too hard. Oh yeah, also, as you can see, I got 1920, I got resolution amounts of iron inside the system after another night of AFK. We're good on factory blocks like forever. It's kind of sick. Cling. And a cast for my balls. There we go. Okay, now you're gonna make snowballs, right? Now you're gonna work. There we go, 4 at a time. Oh my God, dude, if I resonate this thing, it is going to be popping off snowballs. I wonder if it's worth doing. Do I have like a bone? No, I'm gonna have to make more if I want to. But anyway, okay, let's put on the auto eject, right? Auto output enabled, and now it should start to fill up. Yep, there we go, minecart loader. Oh, right, it's only 16 per stack. So it might be more than I actually need to resonant upgrade this because it's not stacking to 64 anyway. So it'll go around in circles a little bit quicker. And then this over here is gonna be like, the basalt did actually end up like overflowing the drawer because everything filled up and then the basalt ended up backing up. So the drawer actually did come into play. But we're gonna hope that isn't the case here as long as we get everything set up the same way as it did over here. I'm not gonna loop this back in because again, we're just having the blast chiller go directly into the minecart loader. So this will just be an overflow essentially. And, if we need to, we can loop it back in a different way, but I'm just gonna leave it there for now. So what we need to do then is we need to filter this to, just threw a snowball at, I'm so sorry, pipe. Please don't bug out on me like with the other thing. Please, I didn't mean to throw a snowball at you, okay? So we're gonna allow snowballs to go into there. And then over here, we are going to allow, I need another filter. I'm gonna have to make a couple more filters and a data module. All right, another filter, and then we want the data filter module, and then we have an extraction. So we should have our extraction there. Filter here, we don't have the resultant thing yet, so I can't filter there yet. Our snowballs are filtering there, and then we need to add the filter here, right? And then put this into the allowed section there, and then we want to do an extraction and data module and allow for specifically the full one to get exported. Now, if I put you in there, great, gets into the loader. I have the settings in the loaders exactly the same as the other one, and now I think it might just be good. I think making the other one has made this process just infinitely easier. So I'm sure I forgot something, but let's see if this ends up working. I might need to add an upgrade, like just for now, to one of these, just in case. But let's see if we do this here. Boop. All right, and then, yeah, and then this is just gonna, oh, well, obviously the stuff is gonna float somewhere that I probably don't want it to. Is it, oh, maybe it's just stuck in there, cool. And now I can filter and allow this. And now, does it go where it needs? Yeah, there we go. Come on, dude. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, please, for the love of God, do not bug out on me, okay? I don't need to lose all my stuff. Not again. Okay, sick. And now literally we do the exact same thing here, right? So we're gonna need to make a pulverizer, a basin, a mechanical press, do the same thing, and yeah, I actually have some niter, which is nice, so that means I can set this drawer up, initially lock it, and then that way it'll output only the niter to there. I can put in the modular thing, and we want to have this be an export with auto output enabled, and we also want that to be an export with auto output enabled. And now, if I put the hopper here, the issue is I need to run back to the end at some point in order to get more obsidian, but we should be able to do that. All right, it's gonna pulverize, and easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's all working, and then the niter should go into there for whenever that forms. And yeah, now we just, again, do the same thing with another mechanical press. I actually decided I should be a smart person and do what I said I was gonna do last time, which is rotation speed controller this, so it's not just using a completely unnecessary amount of stress, because it doesn't have to go every 2 seconds. It only has to go when 8 of these things line up. Maybe right now it's like a little bit slow, but let's just do like 32, and then it can be using a quarter of the stress that it was doing before, and we can also run that over the other one that's gonna be over here. You know, now that I think about it, I do think this would go a lot faster if I put a brass funnel on here, because then it would be able to do a whole bunch at one time instead of doing very little, quite frankly. I just hope that it doesn't despawn. I don't think items in there would despawn, but yeah, this thing is hitting a lot of stacks, so I don't want it to fully back up, but this would also give us a case for bringing it up to 512 maybe, and then this is 512, and then use the same stress as it was before, but yeah, it's all good. Okay, so we'll do it that way, and then that goes there. Mechanical press goes on top. Wrong way, boom, and then we get some more shafts, and we connect it. It starts running, and then we just, let's get the drawer set up. I'm sure I could do this with the pipes as well, now that I come to think of it, but you know what, it's fine. We want them to match each other, and it'll be all good. I will say this is annoying to listen to. Anyway, so let's go, do it. And hey, there we go, ice charges, bada bing, bada boom. Now we're cooking with gas. All right, and there we go. The exact same setup as last time with alternating clangs so that we get even more clangs per second than we otherwise would have. But hey, that tackles that entire row, which I now clearly need to, god dang it, go and retrieve the things so that I can actually get the achievements for it. Hey, you wouldn't mind if I just went in here, quickly grabbed the, frick, nope, give me, frick, nope, take you, and then there we go, that counts, and then, wait, put it into the thing, is it good, okay, should be good, wait, do that, okay, perfect, so we got that tackled, good to go there, and then we just need to grab some stuff out of the drawers in order to complete everything. Let me just grab you, got that, and let me grab you, I have to hit the checkbox, and then let me grab you, and then I hit the checkbox, and then let me grab you, and then I hit the checkbox, and there we go. We did it, everybody. That thing is definitely gonna need an upgrade. We're gonna get into trouble. Heck yeah. All right, so now that that's done, the next step is we kind of go backwards, because this doesn't come into play until we're actually getting to the silicon. We need to get to the thing before the silicon now, and that incorporates the other stuff that we've done, plus the sand, which should be fairly easy to do. The first thing that we need to do for sand processing is we need to get an ender chest so we can send the sand from where it's generating over at the crushing wheels all the way over to here without having to deal with a bunch of conveyor belts, because why would we want to deal with that? I can't remember. Do you get one? You only get one ender chest per, don't you? That's so sad. I wish you could just get like a pair of them each time that you use one of the things, but what can you do? I guess, right? Oh my God, the clangs. The clangs. Make it stop. Or alternatively, I could have just used white. I still would need 2 chests, wouldn't I? Yeah, no, there was no way around that. What are we gonna use for a color? I've decided to turn down block sounds. I'm excruciatingly close to installing the sound muffler mod. So I can specifically stop the presses. They're so loud. Okay, I can leave this over here. And the other one we're gonna take, and I think honestly, just super simple, we're gonna hopper it, right? We're just gonna do a little hopper action out of the sand chest. We don't need to do any crazy like diverting the conveyor belt or, you know, splitting anything like that. Because I think the sand is generating so quickly that it's not gonna matter. God, I hate this. This is gonna go on the conveyor belt. Don't go on the conveyor belt. Oh, you legend. You didn't know. Oh, frick, there's more to do. Don't go on the conveyor belt. Don't go on the frick. It went on my conveyor belt, you idiot. Don't you stop doing that. And then it clogs up the clay. It's okay. At least we notice instead of like, you know, staying overnight. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So then we're gonna hopper out of here, and then that's gonna go into our ender chest. That'll start filling with sand. Good. Perfect. And then we can bring that on over. Well, we have the other ender chest. So we have sand over at the other place, which is gonna be great. Shoot, you know what? This was the other thing that messed up during the overnight AFK is we ran out of saws here. And you know what? I'm thinking, now that we're rich, let's buy the unbreaking saw. It's long overdue, I think. What's it gonna cost? 5 gold? Easy. Submit, and submit. There we go, 5 gold. And then I think I have like a whopping, 5 diamonds? Yeah, let's go. We're gonna use those in order to make a diamond saw so that we can then buy the unbreaking one, and we will never have to worry about this ever again. Okay, perfect. Do not use in manual crafting. Don't be an idiot. You will waste your beautiful saw that you have worked so hard in order to achieve. I break this. It's gonna be like a bunch of saws in there, aren't there? And then I can get rid of you, and then I can swap this out, right? Yeah, there we go. Look at that. And now we don't even need anything on top of here. Beautiful. We are gonna need more ender tanks, so let's keep this going. Did I mention I went to the end in between episodes as well? I got more poise. I also have a lot more that I can throw into the, I have some of the tall. I can throw this into the phytogenic, and also, you know, I can do the cycle at some point. I can do the cycle if I really wanted to. I just haven't done it. Anyway, there we go. 2 more Enderium machines, and then we're gonna need at least 1 more ender tank, I believe, if not more, because for the sand situation, back over here, right? Okay, so the first step, we have sand generating. Great. Second step is we need to get these balls of sand, and we could either do it with bulk washing, or we can use fancy, more compact technology that doesn't blow me around when I walk in front of the conveyor belt. And I think let's put this to use and make a fluid encapsulator. Why don't we take advantage of the new tech that we have at our disposal? I think it's worth doing. I hope we don't run out of copper. That would be unfortunate for sure. And then there, oh, I need 1 more. I should just make a bunch of these. I don't know why. I'm gonna probably run out of the casings, aren't I? Yep, there we go, perfect. But fluid encapsulator. I don't know if we're gonna need to resin and upgrade the thing or anything like that, but that'll be the first step, right? After that, we need to do item draining. So I think this can probably work the exact same way that we have the paintball machine working, except we don't need a bunch of different setups here. We can just basically have 1 deployer working out the thing, but we'll give it a test because I haven't actually tried the thing. So we'll have to find out how it goes. Anyway, so let's make another ender tank. Cool, and this will be a water ender tank as well. So we'll want to do blue dye on it here, and like so. And then I just have to figure out like where I want to put this. So, all right, well, let's get this. Hey, look at it. No, why are there oak logs? What are you doing? You're not, wait, oh, frick, oh, God, dang it, I put that on because of brown, and then sand is kind of brown, and then somebody caught that as I did. Somebody was like, no, you already did that one. This is a locked drawer, so you haven't screwed this whole system. We're gonna do just done green because green goes with sand. That makes sense. I'm gonna do pink. It's gonna be pink. Frick, I gotta take the sand out. Don't worry, I'm saving the day, and I just have to go take the sand out of the other. It's fine. I almost feel like I need to work my way backwards for spacing so that the sand ends about here, because this combines with the product of the sand, but whatever, we can use pipes to transfer things, I suppose. Anyway, so fluid encapsulator, I can put on here. That's getting power. And then we're gonna do the same thing. We're basically just gonna hopper out of the ender chest here. So then now all I need to do is get this to have water going into it. And then this should start processing into sand balls. Beautiful. Okay, so from there, I can't remember if I need to do a modular in order to have, I think if I just do extraction module on the pipes, it should happen without the augmentation on it. So should have some more pipes. And then do I have one of the low extraction module, which might be too little, but we can do that. And then we want to have this. So that's sand balls automated, right? Do these not stack? They don't stack. Of course, why would they stack? Why would the sand balls stack on each other? That would just be silly. They are automated, but cool. So this needs to feed into a deployer. Right, so I need to make a couple things right now. I gotta make the item drain and I gotta make a deployer because it's gonna deploy onto the item drain. We need to actually keep both things here. We need to keep the resultant liquid sand because that funnels into this down here, and we need to obviously keep the sand chunks that come out of it. I'm just trying to think, should I I don't know if I can directly insert from here into an adjacent deployer or if I have to put it into a chest on top. Okay, so we do definitely need the modular donker in here, and then this will be an export. And then the question is, if we want to put it directly into the deployer, will that work, or does it need to go into a chest inventory? I also am wondering, I might need to do it out of this side instead, because what if, I don't know if it'll consider that an inventory and it'll get confused or something nope, don't do that. There we go. All right, let's just give it a try. Does anything happen? Nothing happens. Now, is that an issue with it being you can't put it into the deployer, or is that an issue with it needs to be a chest? It's still not exporting. Why are you doing this? Turns out this was a previously used extraction module. There we go. Does that work? Does it populate? Yeah, we don't need the inventories on top. Now, the other question is, does it work with the item drain adjacent to it, or is it gonna get confused? It gets confused. Oh, wait, no, it can't do it because there's not room. So it's gonna, actually, we could probably do it this way though, because this doesn't stack, so it's never gonna back up. So that could be fine. Yeah, no, that could be totally fine. All right, let's just do this. Get rid of these things here, extra stuff. And then the reason I put it on this level is so I can just quickly gearbox over here, and then we'll be able to quick and easily get the rotation into the deployer. And okay, there we go. So that gets liquid sand going. And then once it turns into that thing, we add right, I can grab this out of here, right? Put it into a brass item filter, or brass funnel out the other side, right? And then make sure it only sends out those. Perfect. And now it's gonna keep sending, oh, that's full. This is good, because we need to pump this out into a tank and then route it back later on. I just realized I have 4 balls of sand in my inventory, so alternatively, I may need to just oh frick, the power is going in from there. I may need to move this over by 1, because it's ejecting sand onto the ground. Actually, no, I was wrong. The reason why sand balls were getting ejected was because when it reached the deployer was full, and so it then just rejected and then exited the system. So I think we're okay. So we can do this, put a chute there, and then this can store our sand chunks, a little buffer right there. I can get this put back again and get this put back into the filter, lock the drawer. Perfect. And now we just need to get this thing evacuating elsewhere. Why didn't you go into the chute? You're supposed to go into the chute. What are you doing? Why don't you go into the chute? I'm probably gonna have to do the same thing as over here with the creosote, where I have a tank and then a nullifier catching any excess so the whole system doesn't back up. So I think if we just do this and then that, and then we can get a pump going down into a fluid tank here, and then is that okay? Cool. So that's pumping out, and then these, I think this isn't going because there's a freaking ball of sand in there. That should work. Okay, so that's working. Great. And then this is gonna eventually fill up, which means I need to have the nullifier down next to it just to catch any excess. So I went and grabbed a lava bucket. I guess the issue is I may need to back this up. We do that, and then we can like branch it into the nullifier here, and perfect. Okay, so this is still going up, or is it just getting, no, it is still going up. It's not just getting nullified, so that's perfect. That's great. All right, and so these now were automated, right? So I can check that off the list, and the next step is to bring it in, and I believe we induction smelt with the earth charges. So yeah, we can just have more of the brass pipes routing it together. We're gonna need a couple more low extraction modules. I think, you know what? This actually worked out pretty well in terms of the, end location. So let's just get the induction smelter made. Cool. And then, I don't know, maybe place that down like right here. And then we just got to route out of each of these things and into the induction smelter. And hopefully that will work. So low extraction module there, and then another one there. And then is it gonna start sending things? Hey, there we go. Perfect. All right, now we just need power. Heck yeah, dude. We're gonna route the power over from, I guess we could just bring it in from this side maybe. And there we go. All right, do we need to resonant? Because I'm concerned that, so if actually no, it shouldn't be too big of a deal, because if this thing fills up and then it kicks them backwards, it'll just end up back in the drawer. So I guess the only thing that might be worth doing is just like it's a just in case capacity upgrade there. Okay, cool. And now we have the purified sand. Brilliant. Okay, so the last step here before we actually get to the silicon is we now have to make the silicon compound, which takes that purified sand, plus the coke chunks that we have over there, plus the fine sand that we have exporting here. So I wonder if I should ender chest out of here, or if I should run a really, really, really long brass item pipe. And you know what? I think if there is one machine here to do a resin upgrade on, it would be this one, because this is very, very slow. We can do better. We can improve this. All right, there we go. Another resin upgrade. I hope that our power is actually keeping up. I should check on our generators and make sure that we are, oopsie daisies. Make sure that we're not running at a deficit, because we just added on a lot of power usage machines over here. We're still just operating off the 4 magmatic dynamos. Output 100%, output 100%, output 100%, output 100%. Okay. There is a little wee bit of a chance here that we need to get some more resonance going in the other ones. At least it's not running out of lava, but yeah, this is looking like the system is getting stretched a bit thin. We might have just hit our limit. More of these, more of these, more of these. There we go, 16 more, but I need to get more of the ender dust in here. I think if I hoppered in, it would always go into that slot, so it would still work, but oh God, I need more of the casings as well. I'm all out of obsidian. Quick trip to the end is in order. We're so very close to getting this thing fully floating. Hold on. It's just a handful more pieces to go, and then we'll be there. You thought that floating trees in Minecraft were bad. What about floating end crystal pillars? I'm about to look directly at an Enderman. As soon as I break through, it's gonna be like, oh, hey, peekaboo, and then he's gonna be mad at me. That was really close. Okay, that should be enough to hold us over for a while. And now you get to enjoy that. Physics, we love it. All right, I'm just gonna I'm gonna make 2 more resin upgrades so that we can have our magmatics running basically at full blast. We don't have any more that we can do, so I guess maybe I'm just gonna be doing brass item pipes instead of ender chest to pull things from there and move them over there. It's just like, it's a lot of different production lines that we have to tie together in this chapter. I mean, it makes sense, you know, it's gonna get a little bit more complex as time goes by, but hey, this thing's moving quickly now that we have the resonant upgrade in it. And then I probably need to put it in a drawer. I need drawers every step of the way. We need a buffer for everything. All right, let's get the resonant upgrades into here. One there, and then one there. Wait, I had one there. I had one there. I had one there. I had one. Oh, Oh, geez, dude. We were operating at freaking full bore with 3 out of 4. Oh, geez, we might need some more magmatics at some point, but I guess it's easy enough. Like, we can just add another one, branch off a pipe here. So it seems like the lava's keeping up. That's no issue. So hopefully this will be good for now. Next step, I think, is pretty straightforward. We'll go base in there, mechanical press here. I'm gonna bring the power over from this thing, and then that way it's running at the same speed as the other presses. Hopefully we're not gonna overstress. I might need to add some more windmills in between the next episodes. And now I'll put a funnel there, but before that, I need to run. So I don't know if I can pipe items directly into the basin or if I need to do like an inventory and then another funnel and have them drop in like that. I guess I can experiment maybe, but let's do this and have it just, I don't know, run kind of, I don't know, in the ground maybe can work. I'm just trying to minimize the pipe usage for the moment since I need to go and make more brass, but my gold is running very low. So everything is it's just running a little bit low at the moment. I've had stock for a while and a lot of items, and now it's getting low, and I'm gonna have to address that. Okay, so let's see. The only issue that I can think of is I'm gonna end up not having a place to actually like output. So I think what I need to do is I actually do need to just put it into an inventory on top, and then that way I can have like the spout dropping off into a chute, the resultant thing here. Otherwise, like there's actually not going to be a side to be able to output from, which will be a problem. Okay, so extraction module, let's make, I don't think it needs to be a fast one. And then we can get this going here. Right, so this should start passing items along. Now the question is, can I put a funnel there and nope, can't do that. Oh no, I can have it dropping out of this side, I guess, but I also don't know. Does this work? Do you allow me to brass item pipe directly? Oh God, it's spilling. Does that work? No, don't go there. Stop exiting out of the top. Does that go in? Why is it popping out? There, it's working. Why was it popping out for no reason? Okay, so that's those things combining. And then last but not least, God, it's gonna like fill up and stuff like that, but that's okay. And then we're gonna have a chute here. The orientation of everything is not exactly how I wanted it to all go, but I don't really have much of a choice at this point. This is just the way that it's gonna be. All right, so that stuff's all pumping out. And now, hold on, let me just get some more pipes here. And then I need one more pump. I need to get rotation to the pump. It's gonna pump out of the fluid tank and into the thing. Okay, again, not the prettiest thing of all time, but it's gonna work. Wait, oh God, hold on, go. Oh, it's pumping in, so that's fine. We do this, and then bring it over here, and then, God, I've never routed like all these different types of things into one basin before, and then switch the sides, go the other way, and frick. There we go. Are you working? Sand's going through. Sand's gonna go in, right? Sand's going in. Look at that grainy toothpaste. And then, yeah, it works. Oh God, we need an eject. No, hold up. I'm getting ahead of myself. Wait, the chute, and then that's gonna go into another drawer. I have one more drawer here. All right, God, everything is just crisscrossing on itself. Then the drawer is gonna go there, and then the chute on top, and then you're gonna start ejecting the things, right? You're gonna eject the things, the silicon compound. Oh, it's because of freaking, no, this is ejecting into there, you idiot. I really don't like the brass item pipes, but I think that should solve it. We need to reroute this so it goes in that side, and this gets a stupid like runaround, and then we just need to re-add you, and now it's gonna work. Contains silicon compound. That contains stone saws. God dang it. This was my saw drawer. Everything is a mess. Get out. There we go. Silicon compounds. Oh, okay. It's working. We did it. Oh, let's go. All right. So then finally, God, what a complex routing of cables and stuff like that. Finally, the last step is we combine the silicon compound, right, with the ice charge in an induction smelter. Easy. Just more brass item pipes need to come into play here somehow. All right, and what may go down is just the absolute worst crisscrossing, tangled mess of item pipes that the world has ever seen. I am just gonna have these export into a new induction smelter that we're gonna just put right in here. Okay, it's gonna meet up right in there. Actually, no, we're gonna have to move it over by one because we can't have that thing in contact with it. So we're gonna have that going there. And then we're gonna have this one coming in there. And then we're gonna have the power going in behind it. And then I can simply have this export into a drawer on top, right? Or I can do it differently somehow. But anyway, let's just do it into a drawer on the top, like so. Put the drawer down there, have it on the auto output enabled. I feel like my drawer. Oh wait, I just put it, that's trim. It's not a drawer. I ran out of drawers, so I had to make the trims. Don't worry, here we go. We can just do this over here, make some oak drawers, put that down on top, and then we should have low extraction and extraction. And then, come on, come together, come together. You got this, you got this. It's time to make silicon. Yeah, let's go. And then we may want to resonate this one again, because again, it's very slow. It's excruciatingly slow, but silicon. There we go. And now we can check that. Almost check. Hold on. Wait. Oh, let me just grab one of these out of here. And then we can get this checked off the list and this checked off the list. Beautiful. I think we might need to resonate this, but we'll see how it goes. Do I have any more upgrades to be able? I do. One more storage upgrade. And God, what a system I've created here. Every time I run by there, I'd pick up a whole bunch of the basil stuff. So, well, we brought it all together. The next step after this is going to be Inscriber Silicon Press with a deployer. Now, I don't actually think we have this one, which means we need to go out meteor hunting, which is probably how we'll start the next episode. But just a brief little recap and appreciation of the absolute mess that we have managed to put together here. So again, we have the laser that's, lasering up the basalt, making the nice tasty basil. Just need some tomatoes to go along with them. Then we get the earth charges from those, and then back over here, right, we have the snowballs that are also getting lasered up on this side, and they go into our blizz cubes, which are not processing as, oh, right, because I didn't put, I don't have Enderium or a resonant upgrade going in here, whereas I do have a resonant upgrade over here. So eventually this thing's gonna back up, so God, I'm gonna need resonance on basically everything. But anyway, each time we get 8 of those, then it processes into the ice charge, and then we also, the sand processing over here, we're getting the balls processed into the sand chunks, which go into the induction smelter, which get the purified sand, which then dumps into the basin, along with the coke chunks that are processing over there, and then the liquid sand, and then that processes into the silicon compound, which gets passed back, and then it combines in the induction smelter with the ice charge, and then we get silicon. Am I gonna find a way to put factory blocks in this area in a way that's not gonna just look hideous? That I guess you'll have to find out on the next episode, because I'll work on beautifying in quotations this area in between episodes, and hey, at least it's working, right? It's working, and that's what matters. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for more episodes. Now we have a tech series and we have an adventure series going on at the same time. So, all right, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.